people found that the earth is round. There's proof abound, don't fool around. The data's sound, the earth is round. Like an apple or a melon, being sailed by brave Magellan. Yet you ask, is this all true? What the hell, what's wrong with you? Like a snowball or a beat, it spins through space, it's really sweet. Your lack of science is quite rife. Goodness gracious, get alive. Round, 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 the earth is round. Smart people found that the earth is round. There's proof abound, don't fool around. The data's sound, the earth is round. Like an apple or a melon, being sailed by brave Magellan. Yet you ask, is this all true? What the hell, what's wrong with you? Like a snowball or a beat, it spins through space, it's really sweet. Your lack of science is quite rife. Goodness gracious, get alive. Round, 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 the earth is round. Smart people found that the earth is round. There's proof abound, don't fool around. The data's sound, the earth is round. Like an apple or a melon, being sailed by brave Magellan. Yet you ask, is this all true? What the hell, what's wrong with you? Like a snowball or a beat, it spins through space, it's really sweet. Your lack of science is quite rife. Goodness gracious, get alive. Round, 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 the earth is round. Smart people found that the earth is round. There's proof abound, don't fool around. The data's sound, the earth is round. Like an apple or a melon, being sailed by brave Magellan. Yet you ask, is this all true? What the hell, what's wrong with you? Like a snowball or a beat, it spins through space, it's really sweet. Your lack of science is quite rife. Goodness, get alive. Round, 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 the earth is round. Smart people found that the earth is round. There's proof abound, don't fool around. The data's sound, the earth is round. Like an apple or a melon, being sailed by brave Magellan. Yet you ask, is this all true? What the hell, what's wrong with you? Like a snowball or a beat, it spins through space, it's really sweet. Your lack of science is quite rife. Goodness gracious, get alive. Round, 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 the earth is round. Smart people found that the earth is round. There's proof abound, don't fool around. The data's sound, the earth is round. Like an apple or a melon, being sailed by brave Magellan. Yet you ask, is this all true? What the hell, what's wrong with you? Like a snowball or a beat, it spins through space, it's really sweet. Your lack of science is quite rife. Goodness gracious, get alive. Round, 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 the earth is round. Smart people found that the earth is round. There's proof abound, don't fool around. The data's sound, the earth is round. Like an apple or a melon, being sailed by brave Magellan. Yet you ask, is this all true? What the hell, what's wrong with you? Like a snowball or a beat,
Hello, hello. How are you doing, guys? Thank you very much for joining me. I'm trying out a new thing today. I hope that worked, the transition from the intro to me. If it all goes wrong, then you can all blame me and you can all have a good laugh at it. But hopefully it will work, fingers crossed. Right, so you can see me, number one. And number two, you should be able to see Conspiracy Catz. Conspiracy Catz, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. Is my microphone back on? Am I?
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
You're good. We're just complete technophobes, aren't we?
We'll get there.
We don't know what we're doing. So, I mean, you can all see Conspiracy Catz, which is great. We've also got a special guest as well. Alkay, can you hear me?
Hello, good evening.
For those of you who don't know, Alkay does some great flat Earth debunks. You must check his channel out. We'll post it in the link. But he's here to join us as well to put his opinion on some of the videos we're looking at. So thanks for joining us, Al. Thank you very much.
No problem. That was well worth the shill bucks.
Yeah, did you get yours this week, Catz? Did you get your shill pennies this week?
I did. Brown paper envelope, mate, under the back pot. Thank you very much.
Brilliant. And anyone who... excellent performance, by the way, in the Halloween special. You got a lot of praise for that.
Oh, well, I enjoyed it. I was actually playing ping pong when I did it, for real.
What, on the Wii?
On the Wii, yeah. Yeah, I actually had it on.
Good. I've heard rumours that the agent might be back soon, and he's interested in talking to you. So keep an eye out for that.
I will do.
So the idea for today is that I'm getting messages that my mic's too low. There we go. Pop my mic up. Is that better? I'm just checking. Because I've turned my mic up now, so hopefully that should be better. It could be that I'm talking way far away from it. I'm just waiting for... There we go, better. Good stuff. Okay.
There.
I'll get closer and jack up the volume. Okay, so the idea is today we're going to look at the kind of like a month roundup on what's been going on Flat Earth. I mean, we've both been inundated with messages on Twitter. I don't know if you've seen that, Catz. Have you, the Twitter ones? Every 5 minutes, this Colorado guy is saying something, or the conversation is leading.
Well, he's not tracked me down on Twitter yet. Is
he not?
I've seen some of the things he sent you, but no, if he has, I've missed him. But I've seen some of the things he's fired your way. Yeah,
I was going to say, because I thought you were in on the group on Twitter. I thought you were in on that, because literally I'm getting 15, 20 notifications like every couple of hours because he's having some spat with someone.
No, the guy's unbelievable.
Yeah, so anyway, we'll be looking at him. We'll be looking at a few other bits and pieces that have come out this month. I want to look at the video of the guy who, the rich guy who went on the radio show, and he debated a flat Earth. Have you seen that? Have you seen that, Alkay, yet?
Rich guy? Oh, yeah, right. The Texas radio thing.
Yeah,
that was done in a couple of parts.
Yeah. I
did watch a couple of those, and I left a couple of comments on those videos as well.
I know who did a video on it. 007. Everyone seen 007? The guy that does about 5 videos on me a week.
Absolutely.
He did.
I haven't seen him.
Yeah. Oh, you've got to check him out. All you got to do is just search Simon down and do it by upload date, and I guarantee you the last 10 videos, 3 or 4 of them will be this guy 007. He emailed me in the week. I told Catz about this. I wasn't going to talk about it, but he emailed me in the week because he wanted to have an adult conversation about his observations about what was it? You could see Gran Canaria from Tenerife. That was it. Well, Gran Canaria is obviously a really tall island. There's a lot of elevation, and I disputed them in a video. It was quite a while back now, about 4 months ago. I kind of debunked his observations, and he wasn't very happy about it. And and a lot of things went on. He said he's going to get some sort of his mate had a P900 and he's going to go and film the beach and stuff like that. And and then he did another one with his phone. He had like a Zoom device for his phone, and he filmed some lights or something that was in the dark or something like that. And he wanted to talk about the observations, and I said that's fine, and then I just said there's issues with things like, we've seen Earth from space way before CGI was invented, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 emails later, he posted a video and he just had a massive rant, didn't he? Cat's have seen it. It was a massive rant.
Never seen. Yeah.
And
he completely lost it.
He did. And
what a flat earther demonstrating psychosis and.
Yeah, he's probably watching now. Bless him. He must have be a subscriber because he comments on my videos within like 10 minutes of releasing them. So yeah, check that out. 007, you have to check it. So I completely lost my train of thought there as well. So I've got a few videos we want to look at. Catz has got a few videos we want to look at. Just basically have a roundup of the month's flat Earth stuff. Really, that's the idea, and we'll do it in our own way. I'll try to keep an eye on the chat box. Thank you very much to someone did a super chat quite early on. I didn't catch the name, but thank you to you. It was like a purple colour. Okay, so I think we're going to start with one of yours, Catz. It was the 2 flat one.
Oh right, yeah. This the science lecture on gravity.
That's it. Yeah. So I thought we'd start with that one. So give me a second. I'll load it up. This 2 flat guy is quite. Have you seen him yet, LK? This 2 flat.
Yeah. Just there's some people that are basically going to waste my time with, and he's one of them. I've seen him. He keeps making these really provocative titles. Greater Sapien gets shut down by 2 flat, that kind of stuff. Just obviously try to draw the viewers in, but he's just. I'm trying to find a nice way to say it, but he's thick.
Yeah, I mean, he really does. He does try really hard. I mean, I first saw it when he debunked he was trying to debunk the dinosaur one that I did. He was saying something like Simon Dan gets shot down on dinosaurs or something like that. He just basically didn't really say anything other than the fact that they didn't exist. That's all he kept on saying. Right, so let's look at this one. So he's done one on mass and gravity. Thank you, Savage FPV. Thank you. He's done one on mass and gravity. What did he say? When are you going to take on Secure Team? I've not seen them yet. I've not seen those. Have you heard of those yet? Secure Team?
No, who are they? What?
I don't know. Someone in the super chat just said when you can take them on. I've not heard of them. If you can post a link, Savage, that'd be good. Thank you. Yeah, so we're going to look at this one where he thinks he's debunked mass and gravity. So I'm going to play it. Hopefully the sound works, and hopefully you guys can be heard as well. Okay, sounds not working, is it?
No.
I know why. Hang on. Okay.
Same thing that you're telling me, I'm going to remember.
Guys, before you get started, have you noticed the chat? Everybody's saying there's an echo with me, but I think it might be through Conspiracy Cat's phone.
Ah, okay. Catz, have you... Okay, so when you know that when Alkay's talking, if you just want to mute your microphone as he's talking, can you do that?
Yeah, I might have a microphone with some headphones if I disappear for a minute. That might help.
Okay, cool.
All right, I'll disappear for a minute. I'll leave you two to it.
Good stuff. Just while waiting, thank you, Matthew. Catz, can you please punch the cat Teddy hiding behind the cushion? I like that a lot. We'll tell that when he comes back. And Rapidex, as usual, thank you very much. We'll tell Catz you're here when he comes back. Okay. So, have you seen this one yet, okay? This mass and gravity one?
No, I don't think so.
No? Okay. Right, I'll play it and we'll stop it when we...
And you can't go back on your word on stuff that you say. If you say something is a certain way, I'm gonna take that literally, and I'm gonna use it to prove to you that you're
Scared
wrong.
to speak now.
Okay. So, from the people I were talking to before, okay, they told me that the way the gravity works is that the bigger something
I'm not
is,
hearing any sound on that.
the more drawing power gravity has to it.
What? You're not?
Nope, nothing.
Okay. Right, give me a second. I'm not really sure why. Hang on.
For example, I asked them how come gravity holds these oceans down, but it cannot hold down a bird that's flying. And what they told me was,
Right, I think it's got something to do with how it's coming through Skype with you. So I think the live stream can hear the video, but for some reason you guys can't. Hang on, let's just see if Catz can. Hang on, he's back on. Thank you, Marva Gale. And Jared, thank you as well. Hey, you back?
Yeah, is this microphone working? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
Brilliant.
Alk said he couldn't hear the video I was playing, so I'm just going to check quickly if you can hear it.
Alright, mate.
Alright, 2 seconds.
that birds don't have enough mass. Like, you have to have mass for gravity to.
Any joy?
Afraid not, pal.
Okay. Can you two watch the live stream to hear it, do you reckon?
Yeah.
If you can. Can you do that, okay?
It seems everybody's complaining about my sound, which I'm not really sure what the main problem with it is, because I've got headphones, the mic, I'm muting the mic, etc. But
yeah, I've got headphones on as well. It's weird.
And obviously, if that's a problem, all I'll be able to do is watch. If I try and comment and then there's a problem with it, then it's just going to mess everything up.
Yeah. Okay. If you watch a live stream then, and then if you want to comment through the chat box. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. Cool. Good stuff. Thanks, man. Okay. Catz, can you watch through the live stream?
Yeah, I've got it on my
well, you know
laptop now.
You know this video anyway, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Right. Okay. So he mentioned the difference between I think it was the birds and the oceans. D Marble said that before.
See, that's the thing that really gets me, because this question's been answered, like, I mean, how many thousands of times? Why a bird can fly, but it pulls down the oceans? I mean, how many times has that question been answered?
A lot. A huge amount. I don't think they really understand in terms of what, I mean, we say it all the time, but in terms of what gravity is, they don't understand that. But I mean, you've explained it before, haven't you, on your whiteboard, on your fantastic whiteboard, how it works. But time after time, they can't grasp exactly what's going on, especially with the maths. Let's see what else he's got.
Have more power on you. So what they told me was that the oceans, the reason why the oceans stick to this ball is because it has a lot of mass, which, like, we don't have that much mass, so that's why we're able to walk and not feel the push of the gravity and all that. And birds could fly and insects could fly because they have less mass. So gravity from the earth can't really pull it down unless it has a lot of mass. Okay, So my question is this, okay? Some guy told me, I think it was yesterday or today, he said, do you think gravity stops when you're in space? So he's telling me that gravity still operates in space, okay? Okay, so this is my question here now. You know, and you have to be very clear when you answer me. I don't like when people be saying a bunch of different stuff. If you're gonna try to debunk me or say something, then be very clear with what you're saying. So
he's a guy told him one day that gravity continues on forever. That's what his issue is. You know, the inverse square law thing.
Yes, I'm about 15 seconds behind watching the live stream, so I'm not quite sure.
I thought that's why I thought reiterated the question to you. So, in terms of his problem with the gravity going on, he doesn't believe that's a thing. The fact that the gravity goes out into space because it doesn't obviously pull things from really far away.
Yeah, absolutely. But again, you know, this is the kind of stuff you learn when you're 13, 14 years old. He's making videos stating as fact that debunks gravity and mass, and the answer is just a Google away, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like literally, you get this comment, do your research, and he's literally done zero research. You go back to his comment about the birds. You know, I've never seen a dead bird floating in the middle of the air. You know, gravity does work on a bird, but oh no, right. Apparently, I'm echoing now as well. But sorry, Dan.
That's all right. Maybe go back to without
just
the
how I
headphones.
was doing it before.
Yeah. Go for that. Oh, I'll tell you what. You live and learn, don't you? Right. Okay. So the next one I was going to look at was Mr. Flat Out Hero. I mean, you know this guy quite well, don't you, Flat Out Hero?
Well, yeah, there's a reason to put that one in there, because he put on a live stream the other night challenging me to a debate. I think he called it Cats. Are you scared or are you running or something like that?
Yeah.
So I'm debating him on the Non-Sequitur show on Saturday night.
Awesome. Yeah, that's a nice little plug there.
Yeah, sorry, just get that one in.
Yeah. That's brilliant. So I saw him debate Plan a Walk. I think it was this morning I saw that. And
he did a good job. I thought he did a really good job.
He did a good job, but this guy, Flat Out Hero, he didn't look at the races. Did you see?
He looked like he was on his phone. He looked like he was Googling stuff while he was talking.
I know.
And paying more attention to what was on his phone.
I know. I really, I can't. It looked like at some points he was asleep, to be honest. I genuinely thought he was asleep.
That's why I'm debating him. I'm going for the low hanging fruit. I wanted Nathan Oakley. He was the lowest hanging fruit I could find, but he wouldn't step up. So this is the next man.
He didn't, did he? He didn't. Oh, brilliant. So this guy. So this was. They can't go 1,000 miles an hour. So what's he on about there?
Well, what he's saying is, if a satellite's going to be geosynchronous, and obviously it's got to get up to speed, he's saying to be geostationary, as we call it over here, it's got to get up to speed. And he's saying he doesn't believe he can get up to speed. I'm not quite sure what you've played to in the live stream. Is that all he said yet? He said how?
I haven't played anything yet from him.
I'll let you play it.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. We'll play it now. It's a bit weird at the beginning, though, isn't it? I don't know what he's doing. At the beginning.
He's doing his goldfish impression, I think.
Yeah. It's very odd.
Nice glasses, though.
Yeah. Little Mermaid, is that Little Mermaid? Yeah.
You did well to recognise that, mate.
thinking glasses right now. Because they're working.
He does get to a point.
And I got a question. If geosynchronous satellites are geosynchronous, how?
So basically, he was saying if geosynchronous satellites are geosynchronous, how? That was his comment.
Yeah, he goes on to explain why with a fantastic reason right at the end, which I think you might have touched on in one of your videos with is it another guy called CC? Was he the guy who thought the rocket was?
Yeah, the guy from New York who thought that the orange part of the space shuttle was a bouncy house, like a bouncy castle.
Well, I think when you play the rest of this video, you'll see he shares the same singing from the same song sheet.
Blimey. Okay, right. Let's look.
Guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you good?
I quit out because apparently the sound was pretty bad for me and Conspiracy Catz.
Okay.
And I've come back in, and obviously you guys are too busy probably to notice the chat that nobody could hear that video.
Yeah, he's. Hang on.
As far as I can tell.
It's quite a quiet one anyway.
Weather balloons. Does that mean?
Thanks, Jen Morgan. Thank you very much for that. Okay. I didn't quite catch what he said. Yeah, so what did he say at the end?
He just said he thinks they go up in weather balloons, so there's no way they could accelerate to the speed needed.
I mean, that's. I heard someone said this the other day. Someone asked me a question about if you went into space, wouldn't the speed of the Earth mean that the Earth would just fly past you and you were just stuck in space? It was something along those lines. So
yeah, I can kind of sort of understand why someone might think that. But again, it doesn't take long, does it? You know, a little bit of Google to look at, relative speeds and frames, etc.
Absolutely. They just can't Google, can they? That's the problem. That is the absolute problem. Right, okay, so this one you sent on the common sense debunks the globe with ease from the smallest light.
Oh, this guy. Well, about 1 minute 50 into this video comes my favourite bit of maths ever, which is why I've used this one. About 1 minute 50 in.
Okay.
I'll let you play. It's the usual misconceptions, but 1 minute 50 is great.
Okay, right.
Is this not the same water that's in the ocean, minus the salt? In other words, it has to abide by the same physical properties. We are told that gravity pulls everything down to the center of the earth. And what I've done right now is halted the process of your gravity. I am stopping it. And the reason I am able to do so is because of the shape of the container. Water always conforms to the inside of the shape of the container. If I were to pour this out on solid ground, it would also form into this shape if the ground had been dug out, and it'll rise to the top and be level on the surface always. So when you think about this water and this water being the same, and then you think about water on your planet, when you look at it in any container doing this and being flat, conforming to the inside of the container, and then you think about it being on this, it doesn't make sense with anything in reality that you see. All right, now I have a second question.
So is this his maths coming up now?
And I swing it this way,
about 1 minute 50, when he starts talking about 1,000 miles an hour.
Okay.
Backward, it drags behind the direction that I'm sending it.
But again, like here on that bit, there, he's making the same, speed and acceleration, not understanding it's the acceleration that causes a force.
Absolutely, yeah. I saw that earlier, and the way he was moving it backwards and forwards, and he's making a case that the Earth moves like faster than that, so why isn't the water, doing it on Earth, kind of thing. I want to see this match bit.
That this planet is spinning 1,000 miles per hour. I know it's nowhere near that fast. It's just 1 revolution a day, but it's got that force of spin because, whether you have a little bitty car or you have a great big bus, if they're side by side going 1,000
Thanks, Bill Ashby.
miles per
Thank
hour,
you.
they're covering or traversing 1,000 miles per day, no matter of how big they are. So it's still spinning 1,000 miles per hour. So all that force has got to be on this water somewhere. It's got to show up. So there's a lot of people that are watching this that live in America. So if you...
I think he pointed at Mexico and said it was America.
Has he said the bit about the 1,000 miles per hour yet?
Yeah, and he's. I know what he said. I know what he says here. He says about the Pacific Ocean, doesn't he? And the fact that the water's coming in, not going like moving away.
Yeah.
Because the tide's coming in, that can't possibly mean that the Earth is rotating, because otherwise it'd be going the other way. Jesus.
It's the same old thing all the time, isn't it?
Yeah, it's that. Although to be fair, he did admit when he spun it that was a bit fast. He said
that's the first time I've ever seen one of them when they're talking about the 1,000 mile an hour actually admit that it's only 1 revolution per minute.
Yeah.
But to admit it's only 1 revolution per minute and still spin it as fast as you can was pretty misleading.
But he said,
yeah, the 1,000 miles per hour meaning 1,000 miles in a day, I thought was hilarious.
Like I said, to be fair, he said that it was fast, but then he still went on and said it was 1,000 miles an hour, and he still made his point, even though he admitted that he spun it too fast. It's like he's not understanding his own. Oh, Jesus.
California, and you take a look out at the beach.
Guys, sorry to cut in. Can I just do a quick test and get the people in the chat just to give a bit of feedback and see whether this issue with the audio is still, still a problem?
Okay, guys, is okay sounding okay at the moment or not? CC sounding much better. That's good.
Oh, Godless Engineer's there. Hi, Godless Engineer.
Hey, Godless Engineer. How you doing? Yeah, Fred. I don't have a clue. I was saying to the guys before we came on, I have worked all week trying to figure out how to do it, but still can't be able to do it. Technology is not my thing. Oh, hang on. People are saying it's
Apparently
okay.
it's okay, but too loud.
Who? Me? Am I too loud?
Me.
You?
Me, I'm too loud.
Right, I'll turn you down a bit. Okay, I've turned you guys down a little bit. Okay.
It's weird, it's usually the other way around.
Yeah. Okay, let's see if that does the job. Right, so where were we talking about this common sense debunks the globe with ease? Yeah. I don't. Simon Dan is quiet. Bloody right. Okay, hang on. I'll turn up my mic even more. Yeah. Okay. What have you seen this one?
No, I haven't. But I mean, it's just the same old stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the speed thing is all that we see it all the time, don't we? The rotation, the 1,000 miles an hour, all of this. That's all they say.
Yeah, that's the thing. They've just been saying the same stuff for, 4 or 5 years, whatever it is they've been doing all this. They all say the same thing. They say the same thing every day. They never change their arguments. They never learn anything new.
There's a guy called Zoom. Are you familiar with Zoom Truth?
I only briefly saw him when a Strike kind of met him on the boardwalk. I saw that video.
Well, he he obviously makes loads of videos where he goes out on like say on the boardwalk day after day after day, and tries to turn people towards the Earth being flat. And I nearly made a video on him the other week. I counted about 27 times in 10 minutes. He asked people, "Do you know how fast the Earth is spinning? It's spinning at 1,000 miles an hour." Right, I can't feel it. So obviously not getting the difference between speed and acceleration when you're experiencing a force. And he was told in the comments time and time again. And then the next day he puts up another video, exactly the same, of him asking people, "Do you know how fast the Earth is spinning? 1,000 miles an hour at the equator. You can't feel it." You know, you can tell them till you're blue in the face, but it doesn't go in, does it?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, you're wasting your time trying to have a conversation and explain anything directly to most of these people, especially because all that information that you're hearing being repeated, that is literally what they're doing. They're just repeating it. It's not something they've found out for themselves and researched or learned anything. All they've literally done is watch some YouTube videos of somebody else who's just as nuts as them, repeating the same thing that they've originally heard from somebody else that's nuts, repeating the same thing. It's just a big chain of insanity.
It's low-level thinking, and what gets me is the reason a lot of these people believe that the Earth is flat is purely because they misunderstand the physics of the heliocentric model. You know, the heliocentric model doesn't say that you should be feeling spin at 1,000 miles an hour. The heliocentric model doesn't say half the things they think it says. And their misunderstanding of it, but refusal to look into it, is what gives them this like absolutely determined belief that they're right.
Yeah, that's it. It's that they don't understand what it is they're talking about to begin with. But what's frustrating about things like that kind of misconception is that it is the kind of thing that you can demonstrate to yourself. Again, we've said this thousands of times to these people, but go on a plane, a train, a car, a bus, whatever it is, do any kind of constant speed, as long as obviously planes may be the best, but presuming the ride is smooth, you don't feel the actual speed that you're travelling at. I mean, I've suggested to flat earthers who complain about not being able to feel what speed they're travelling at to get somebody to take them out onto a runway and put a blindfold on and put headphones on and block their ears and all that kind of stuff, so they've got no sensory input and it's just what they can feel, and have somebody drive that car, obviously start off slowly and do all different kind of speeds and stuff like that, and obviously they're never going to be able to tell what speed they're doing. They could be doing 100 mile an hour. If they're taking up to that speed slowly enough, they'll never know that.
I mean, how fast you're on a plane, but the response I've heard over and over and over and over again from people you put that point to is, well, yeah, okay, I get your point about being on a train, but what if you were to jump on top of the train and go that fast? And they just ludicrous. But that's a response that they've heard from somebody, and it just comes back time and time again.
Sorry, guys, I'm just going to jump in quickly and say quick thank you to Gregor P and to Video Game Basement for their super chats. Thank you very much for that. I've also think I figured out the sound. I think I have. We'll see. We'll see when we go to the next video. But I think I've sorted it out. Anyway, continue.
Would you like us to shut up now?
No. You continue.
No, I was just going to say, through Seeker, that was his big thing. He kept going on about my drone. He was like, he was talking about flying his drone in a train, and then obviously people would explain to him that it would obviously work fine. He's like, but what if I move it outside of the train? Okay, it's the same argument, just framed in a slightly different way.
Absolutely.
When you get the gas pressure next to a vacuum thing, and you try to explain to people about any kind of moving gaseous environment you have to use an example that's contained because you're within an atmosphere, so you have to say a plane, a train, or whatever to talk about that kind of stuff. And the immediate thing they all run to is, well, it's in a container. But they forget about what's happening inside the container. The gas, the atmosphere, whatever that's inside that container is still travelling at speed, and everything is behaving just as it normally would. And you usually get as far as talking about things like maybe flying a drone or throwing a ball or something like that. But then when you start adding in other things, it should paint a better picture for them, but they just ignore stuff. But air currents within that body of gas behave just as you would expect them to behave as well, because that's one of their big issues. Like why can planes fly, and they talk about, I think it's smokestacks was one of the very first memes I ever saw, was a picture of a smokestack, and they seem to think that it's the same misconception. They think that because the ball's spinning underneath, the atmosphere would be, basically 1,000 mile per hour wind. But if you're in a plane doing 600 miles an hour and you light up a cigarette, the smoke behaves normally as far as you can see. But obviously that smoke is travelling with you at 600 mile per hour within the atmosphere that's contained inside the plane. And so this is what's frustrating. You can have all these examples. You go and see and try it for yourself and see that this is how things actually behave in reality, and it's no good enough. And these are the people that are talking about doing first-hand observations. But all that stuff, they just completely ignore it, and it's because it's not about reality. It's not about what you can see and touch. It's what they feel and what they want to believe.
And level water.
Yeah. Right. Okay. I think the issue is when I'm on like the video of me and Catz is when the issue is with the echo. When we're on the YouTube videos, there's no echo, so we'll stay on that for the moment.
Right.
Cool.
I don't know how that's possible, but I'll have to look into it more. If I was as good at tech as I was at science, would be okay. Right. Although I'm not good at science, according to most flat earthers. Thank you, Gary Fulgham. Thank you very much. Right. Okay. The next one we've got is this Colorado forest beings guy.
Ooh.
Now, I was checking out his video. So we've had all this problems. Well, not problems, but we've had this laugh of him over the last week or two. He did a video. And I sent it to Catz quite quickly when I saw it, and it was about quite a few different people, wasn't it? And I was in it, and Conspiracy Catz was in it, and Mick West was in it, and he basically just called us all out and said that we were idiots and we can't explain gas pressure without a container. The old Nathan Oakley line. And so I sent it to Catz straight away. I said, look at this, gave him a timestamp where he was involved, and he said something about this. The thing that I did about the eyebrows this week, that was because of him. He said that the only thing I know how to do is get a place to get my eyebrows or something like that. So that was aimed at him, that little skit. But yeah, so I looked at his channel and I thought, what's he all about? And it turns out, quite amusingly, that he's a Bigfoot hunter. So he hunts Bigfoot. And I saw this video and it's titled Bigfoot Threw a Snowball at Us. And I looked at it and it's quite amusing. So I'm going to start playing it, and you guys can tell me what you think. Have you seen this one yet, Catz?
I have. It's brilliant.
You've seen the snowball one? Okay, cool. So, yeah. Okay, you can give us your opinion on this one.
If I can hear it.
Oh yeah, good point.
So you can get a better idea of everything unfolded. So basically, Mark, Dan, and I were supposed to go check out this spot.
Thanks, Adam Carter.
Dan decided to make some homemade PVC snowshoes, and they broke, and I ended up staying back. We were lucky I had some rope on my back.
I'll go to here because this is the bit where he's...
So, I'm sitting here talking to Dan. Look at the marks there. Look at what just rolled past me. A snowball. We both just... Look at this. It came from up the hill. Look at the accuracy. Look, Dan. It landed right there. It landed right there. Look, it doesn't even show any... It didn't come down the hill.
Right, so I can't hear the video in our connection. I have to watch the live stream, and everybody in the live stream still complaining it's too quiet.
Awesome. Oh dear. I've got it on.
Accuracy. Look, Dan. It landed right there.
Ah, is that you? Is that for your...
It landed right there. Look, it doesn't even show any... It didn't come down the hill.
Right, so I can't hear the video in...
Okay, cool. I can hear it through someone's microphone, so it is coming out on the...
So something just threw a snowball from up there, landed right there as the first mark, and just went like this. That's amazing. Look at this.
Okay, I guess you can see the screen though in terms of what he's looking at, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I'm having to balance between turning the volume up and down on the phone so I can listen to
sorry,
it and then,
mate, sorry.
mute the mic and unmute it.
You're doing a grand job. So basically, he saw a snow. He thinks he saw a snowball come out from the woods, and it rolled down the hill and landed by his feet. And this is the snowball that he's pointing at now. And his only explanation is that Bigfoot threw it. This is honestly.
Does he open it up and find moss inside?
No, he doesn't. But I mean, I don't know. I can't explain it. I mean, it could be. They look like they're in the middle of nowhere. Could it be one of his mates messing around with him? Is he faking it? Is he throwing it himself and then took the video afterwards?
I mean, anybody who I presume makes regular videos about Bigfoot is going to be just talking shit. He's going to be pulling people's bonkers.
Absolutely, and it is regular. It's like all the time. All the time. There's so many videos he's done on Bigfoot. Like finding the houses that they build, like the little bivvies that they build with the moss outside and stuff like that. Seriously, there's so many.
Yeah, and not a single actual sighting of Bigfoot, I presume.
Not a single sighting, no.
No.
And he's got the gall to say to us that we're not proving anything. Seriously.
Well, do you know what? I've only seen a few of the guys' comments. I think it was one of the Soundly's threads on Twitter or something like that. I had seen him, and he just seems to be insane, basically. He's unbalanced. The way he speaks, it's like he's having some kind of fit.
Absolutely. Yeah. This video that he did when I was in it and Caps was in it, and he was just basically ranting at everyone who he thought didn't know anything. It was about a 35-40 minute long video, and he's just walking through the woods, and he's just slagging us all off. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, what can you do with people like that? I mean, apart from laugh at them,
yeah,
obviously.
I know. So yeah, check this guy out if you want to. Colorado Forest Beings. He's done a load of stuff. Here he is. There we go.
There's one there where he decorates a Christmas tree with baubles.
Is it really?
Well, Big apparently he's decorated a Christmas tree.
Oh dear. There's the one. There's the one that he rips into us. The Bigfoot versus Globe thing. Look at this. Bigfoot mystery could change our world. Bigfoot exploration. Sasquatch wake up video. There's just loads of them. Absolutely loads of them. Oh, what's this? Earth's imaginary curvature captured on basketball court. It's not an angle of attack video, is it?
Oh, let it be.
Is it an angle of attack video?
I've not seen it, but please let it be one.
I think it is.
Well, he's a big fan of natives.
Right, it's an angle of attack video, but I've just seen the description, and it says, fast forward to the end to hear what Conspiracy Catz, Soundly, Stuart Gray and James Egan have to say and have said regarding my previous video. Right, let's go to the end.
I've not heard this.
Oh, hang on. What does Conspiracy Catz Scimandan spell Sciemandan? James Egan, Soundly and Stuart Gray say. This will be good. Haha, I get it. Did you hear that?
No, what did you say?
It was sheep. It was sheep barring.
Sheep.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's basically saying we're all sheep, isn't he? Poor form. Poor form, Colorado Forest beings.
As it's come up, this angle attack stuff. I haven't obviously watched any of them, but I've noticed that the feed was filled with several videos today from different people or from Nathan Oakley mirroring other people.
Is it really?
You know, yeah, all claiming to have done this test.
Should we have a look? Let's have a look.
I'm sure they all share the same flaw. You know what I mean?
well, Ranty Flat Earth debunked it, didn't he?
Yeah.
That was hilarious. Let's see what.
I still think, you know, he should be known as the Underminer.
Here we go. Oh yeah, look, he's got Flat Earth angle of attack by What About Bob? Flat Earth angle of attack by Gleam. Heath Carmody. Unbelievable. Incredible. He's really gone for it, hasn't he?
Yep. I mean, it'll basically be a bunch of people putting their phones next to uneven surfaces.
Yeah. And that actually leads us nicely onto the one that he posted that Jaren did. Have you seen this one?
Yes.
Oh. And I was going to say there was something else that came up my feed and I was going to try and remember what it was, and it was Jaren and then... sorry, I need to be nice on your stream, didn't I? Phuket word. Doing something to do with perspective, and Jaren's one was perspective explaining sun underneath the clouds.
Did I see that? I might have seen that. What did he say about it?
No, that's what I'm saying. I haven't watched any of them. It's just stuff I've seen in my feed. So
I'll
you
have
know,
to check.
just putting it out there just in case you want to check it.
I'll
out.
check it. Jarenism is the subject of next Friday's video for me.
Oh, cool.
So, go on.
Right. So as I can't hear these, I'm going to mute and then listen to the stream.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So in this first video here, actually, which one is the one? This one? Let me switch to this one. All right. So in this video, I just want you to kind of see, and hopefully you can see my mouse. I'm gonna hopefully see. So
He's quite
if you
quiet.
can see my mouse, which I think you can, down at the end of my street, you'll see this telephone pole here, and below it, if you look very carefully, you can see the sidewalk. Okay. It's a very slender piece of light gray. Definitely you can see it differentiate between the road and the gray sidewalk. Now, when I lower the camera, as one would expect, you will see that as of here, we've lost the sidewalk. Okay, the sidewalk is now gone. You'll see as we get lower, the sidewalk is definitely gone. In fact, the little base that the telephone pole sits upon looks to be almost gone as well. Now,
Right. Okay. So that street. I mean, I don't know much about. I'm not an expert on American streets, but to me, it looks like it's kind of got a bulge in the middle and it kind of slants off to the side. Am I seeing that right?
It's about as level as a bowling ball, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, most roads would have a camber for drainage.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah,
So what's
and there's no way the street is flat and level. You know, the road, like from whatever point he chooses to stand at to, you know, however many 100 yards away or whatever,
Absolutely.
it's going to undulate. There's no way it's going to be perfectly level.
No.
You need to be insane to think that that's even possible.
He needs to go and check out Ranty, who's done one that is level, and found nothing to be missing.
Although I did have an interesting conversation with Ranty earlier on text.
Oh
He
yeah.
said that. Yeah, he said that, not text, sorry, on the comments on one of those videos, and he said that he did detailed analysis on the, you know, where he had you as the butter and me as the egg.
Oh yeah.
He did detailed analysis on that and actually proved that things do disappear from the bottom up.
Oh, I see. That's interesting.
Yeah, absolutely incredible. Like, you know,
Saucy London's made a good point that the camera's not parallel to the road anyway.
yeah.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's not. I mean, how is this guy? I mean, he's got 125,000 subscribers. Journalism. I'm not. I don't get it. There's not that many flat
I
earthers.
was listening to his. So go on.
There's not that many flat earthers, surely. 125,000.
Yeah. But how many views is his videos getting?
Well, I don't know. Let's look at the original video. 28,657 that's got. So, yeah, I'm not really sure. There can't be that many flat earthers. I don't believe there's over 125,000 flat earthers. Some of them have to be globe earthers, like for a laugh.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Right, okay. So this radio interview that was quite recent this month. The guy. I mean, I don't know the guy. Do you know the guy on the left is okay?
No, I mean, I know from reading comments about him and stuff like that, but no, I didn't know who he was.
No. Okay. He's obviously some sort of a well-off guy who's paid to go to space.
Aye.
So he's gone.
Richard Garriott, I think it is.
Okay.
And
Oh yeah,
he's
there we go. Richard
like a
Garriott.
game developer or something like that.
Okay, cool. So he's paid. He's gone up on the Soyuz rocket and spent, I think it was 10 or 20 days or something in space.
Oops. Sorry. That'd be an echo.
That's all right. Don't worry. And he's had this debate, hasn't he, with this guy, this flat earther, whoever this Andrew is, this flat earther Andrew. He clearly has just watched everything on YouTube to do with flat earth because he's got all the right words to say, isn't he? He knows everything.
Yeah, it's like a script. You know, they learn all the little catchphrases and they just work their way through them point by point.
But what made me laugh was, because I watched it a couple of times, what I really laughed at was when they do their opening statement. So this Andrew does an opening statement and everything's fine. And then it goes to this Richard Garriott who does his opening statement. And if you just look back at Andrew's face whilst he's talking, it's so comedy gold. It's brilliant. So I'm going to try and find it. Hang on.
And I mean, legitimately give it the good,
the good YouTube watching,
the good scientific method. Which
that's a good opening statement from.
Father was an astronaut.
Okay. You know, from what I watched, what I found is that as a whole, just throughout the interview, he was pretty petulant.
He was, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, look at his face. You can look at his face now in that freeze frame. He doesn't seem like he's going to take anything seriously that this Richard Garriott guy is going to say.
No, that's it. Everything the guy said, it's immediately treated with derision by this guy.
Absolutely, yeah. So I'm going to play it. So he's going to give this Richard Garriott's going to give his opening statement. I just want you all to watch this Andrew's face as he's saying it. Don't worry about Richard. Just look at this Andrew's face. Katz, you ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay, just watch his face.
You were an astronaut aboard which Russian ship?
10 years ago this week.
10 years ago this week.
I flew on the Russian Soyuz up to live for 2 weeks on the International Space Station.
Had to learn a lot of stuff and qualify,
including Сейчас знаю русский язык. Yeah, so even the Russian language, which was actually
what is your opening statement?
So, well, first I'd like to tell you that I do know that the Earth is round by personal direct observation. I spent 2 weeks in orbit around the Earth. I'm a seasoned explorer. I've been both to the North Pole and to the South Pole to see the 24-hour day and the sun spinning around the Earth's axis. I brought with me a collection of little backyard experiments that any child can go outside and demonstrate to themselves that the Earth is round. In fact, my children were just with me in April at the North Pole.
It's just brilliant. He's just full of content. Like when he talks about these experiments, and the guy's like, he's so offended by the fact that these children do experiments, and he's telling this flat earther that you could do the experiments too, and you just look at his face. It's brilliant. It just cracked me up. You can tell, can't you? He just doesn't want any of it.
No, the thing is, right, obviously the guy's thrown in, when you describe it that way and say, oh, here's something children can do,
yeah,
it immediately gets his back up
Absolutely, yeah.
You know, but the same token, this guy thinks it's okay to basically. What's the nice way of saying it? Oh, sorry, but just piss all over.
Yeah.
Like, you know, centuries of science, the hard work that people have put into things, you know, every physicist, every astronomer, whatever, you know what I mean? Like, they just do it with it, you know, as if they're just entitled. They can just, you know, shake their head and say no. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, yeah.
They've got no respect whatsoever for what was involved.
And this Richard Garrett, he's not got an agenda or anything like that. You know, he's just a rich guy who's paid's gone up there. And I know, you know what flat earthers will say. You know, he's rich because he's been paid to lie or something like that. But you're sitting in front of a guy who's actually been to space, and you're saying to him bluntly that he's a liar. That's all it is, really, isn't it?
Yeah, and that, I mean, that's all they've got in it. You know, denial.
Absolutely.
And claiming that every single person is somehow telling a lie. You know, that's the whole thing in it. Conspiracy theory. It's got to be fake, and everybody's got to be in on it.
Absolutely. What do you think, Katz? What do you think of that one?
No, I agree with Al. Everything says it's especially like when you say you point out to them that, you know, children can do it. Children, you know, and I don't know. To me, it's just mind blowing. The arrogance is just mind blowing. That they think that somehow they've cracked thousands of years of science, you know, and really they're thinking at the level of what, an 8-year-old.
Absolutely. I mean, hang on, Brian Fury in the comments. He's not happy.
He comments a lot.
How the F do you know he's not got an agenda? Whew, triggered.
Yeah, he makes a lot of posts like that.
Yeah, I haven't come across him before, Brian Fury. Have you? Did you get a comment on your channel, did you?
Oh yeah, I think he's been in one of my chatbox travels. If not, he's lined up to be in one.
Oh yes, I can't. By the way, I can't wait for your one Tuesday. Hey Al, Dell's in Chatbox Travels on Tuesday.
Excellent.
Oh dear.
Katz, I will be expecting to hear an accent on that one.
You know what? I was thinking of doing a Scottish accent, but then I thought it might come across as if I was being, you know, taking the mick out of Scottish people. But since you can ask me to do it, and now I can do it and say you asked me, so I'll put a Scottish accent on as best as I can do for you, mate.
That's okay. Don't worry. Dell does not represent all Scottish people. You're allowed to take the piss out of him.
Excellent to know. Excellent to know. Every time. Do you know what cracks me up the most from when you use him, Katz? That bit where he goes, "No."
Oh, yeah.
I laugh every time. Every time.
Yeah, I've got to stop myself overusing that. Yeah. That and his giggle.
Oh, the giggle one. Yeah, that's good as well.
I just caught up with your videos, and just as I say to you in one of your other videos, sometimes it's just the really silly things, excuse me, that get you. And see the wee bit where you're like, oh, there's a fairy up there. I was pissing myself laughing at that.
Oh, Katz, there's a lot of...
I mean, I have no idea what the guy was doing at that point in the video in real life, but...
There's a lot of calls for the accent now, mate.
I'll do my best. I'll practice it. I don't film it till tomorrow, so I will practice it after this.
All right. Okay. Right. Okay. So, I've got another one. So you remember when we did the first live stream? All those, it seems like ages ago now, and we did that guy that I did who said he claimed that he could see out the white part of his eye.
Yeah.
That guy, right? And he didn't think evolution happened because something about the amount of cells in our bodies or something compared to the amount of years, it doesn't make sense, or something like that, wasn't it? He was trying to refute evolution. Well, I woke up this morning and I saw this. It's going to take a while to come through, innit? Anyway, he's done a video entitled "YouTuber Simon Dan is a moron." So that was the title of his video. Aaron Lutterman is the guy, and he basically
the guy with the MAGA hat.
Yeah, the guy with the MAGA hat. Yeah. He basically says that I'm a moron. I don't know what I'm talking about, and he also said he's smarter than me. Hang on, let me give it a little tidbit.
Named Simon Dan, It's spelled SCIMANDAN. It's one word. The guy, from what I've heard about him from other YouTubers, is that he pays for views and comments. I guess, as far as I know, that makes sense to me.
So he started off basically saying he's seen from other YouTubers that I buy views and comments, and that makes sense to him. That's what he's saying. And I was like, because I watched it this morning, I was thinking, for God's sake, this shit still. So he's obviously watched Ranty's video, I guess, and whoever else has made videos. So that's how he starts. The boss has got to go. Thanks, boss, very much. Good stuff. So that's how he starts it.
It seems like, only being a YouTuber for a very short period of time so far, he's gotten tons of views on his videos, and just for a YouTuber to get that much exposure that quickly is something of a miracle. So I agree with the idea that he does pay for views and comments, and he's also a pretty stagnant asshole.
So I'll let that catch up for you, but he called me a stagnant arsehole. A stagnant.
I've not heard that one before.
No, I haven't either. I was quite intrigued by it. It was a good one, to be fair to him.
Hold on, sorry, more volume issues though.
This guy's talking.
Did you say stagnant?
Stagnant arsehole. That's me. Yeah.
Maybe he was actually being clever there. Maybe that's a pun on the dinosaur thing.
Could be. It could be.
See?
Is he that clever though?
Yeah, I doubt it.
Yeah,
he made a video.
That's a bit of a stretch.
He made a video saying he could see out the white part of his eye. No joke.
Was that before or after his weekly trip to the bathhouse?
I think he deleted that video, and he went on to say that he was wrong about it. So I think it was because, you know, when you put pressure on your eye and you can see little stars, it was something to do with that. That's why he thought he could do it.
Makes perfect sense.
Absolutely, yeah. But anyway, he goes on to talk about the Big Bang Theory. He said something like, hang on, one of his comments made me laugh. What was it? Mr. United for the Children, which I think he's in the chat. I think I've seen him, possibly.
Yeah, he was.
He said a couple of things, and this Aaron Lutman said, think of it this way. Does your single working brain cell suddenly explode and make trillions of brain cells? That's his argument.
Fantastic.
Yeah. So it made me laugh this morning because I woke up to that.
You know what I find interesting is that, well, maybe interesting is the wrong word, but you know, it's a point of note that a lot of flat earthers seem to either be religious, or if they claim not to be religious, they still are using all the same arguments the young earth creationists use. Absolutely, yeah. And what I find most frustrating about the evolution argument is that if you take a literal interpretation and believe in things like Noah's Ark and stuff like that, that you have to believe in accelerated evolution anyway.
Absolutely.
And the other side to that is that another one that I've never really understood about any religious person denying, this comes back to flat earth again, they're insistent there's a dome and all this kind of stuff, and for some reason the earth is different from every other spherical celestial body. But to me, that's like you saying, if you're saying evolution can't happen and the earth can't have a spherical shape and water can't form itself around a sphere, what you're saying as a religious person is God can't do that. That's a bad argument if you're religious.
It's an awful argument. Yeah. He also stated he doesn't believe that Mars existed, but he did say he would believe Mars exists if someone put together a telescope in front of him to show that it wasn't doctored, and he looked through it to see Mars.
What?
So I may, if I can do it, make a video where I construct my microscope. No, not my microscope. My telescope. Put it together, and because Mars is out at the moment for us.
Yeah, but that's not in front of him. That's a video.
I know.
You can doctor it. And
maybe I could.
Of course, the fact that basically you can see it with the naked eye, and he's basically too much of a lazy twat to get a telescope and look at it himself.
Or get a P900 and make sure it's out of
focus.
Yeah, exactly. And it would look like yeah. Oh dear. So yeah, that was a fun one. Woke up this morning to that one. Catz, do you do that? Do you search yourself on YouTube?
Yeah, sometimes, but I only ever see my videos. It's very rare I see anybody else making one about me. Mr. Cheswick did a brilliant one before. I'll be honest, it was hilarious. Did you see the one where he put me on the One Show and made me sing a Jimmy Somerville song?
I didn't see that one.
He's deleted his channel, which is a real shame. Like he's generally deleted his channel, but no, he had the One Show, and then on the TV screen where they speak to people on the One Show, he somehow superimposed my face. And then I was interviewed by the people on the One Show, and then he edited it. So every time my mouth opened, it was in sync to the lyrics of a Jimmy Somerville song. It was really funny.
Brilliant.
Yeah, but he deleted it. I'm gutted.
He fell off the face of YouTube, didn't he?
Well, he quit because apparently some of the other flat earthers were paid shills and disinformation agents, and all the other flat earthers couldn't recognise the fact that they were disinformation agents. He's left one video on his channel explaining it all.
Amazing, absolutely amazing. Right, I'm just checking what we got. We've got almost 1,000 watching, guys. This is brilliant.
It's Al K. They're all here to see him.
They are, yeah. He's the main man. Right. I'm going to. So we need to talk a little bit about what's going on next month with our Flat Earth Awards. So we've started to plan this Flat Earth Awards 2018, and we're going to do it on the 5th of December, which is my channel's first birthday. So it's when we've been going for 1 year, and I think we've got 8 or 9 awards now. People saying, "Can you remove the face?" I'm gonna actually.
Oh, is that his face? Shit.
Yeah, that's the guy's face. I'm going to put it on. Let's have a look at how the community award's doing. Here we go. So I've got one community category award, and it is for
care in the community.
No, it's for the I Can't Science Award.
That's all of them.
I know it's all of them, and I chose 5 flat earthers: Anthony Riley, M. Benz, Chris, the guy who did the Gate video, Nathan Oakley, and allegedly Dave. And unbelievably, so we've had almost 5,000 votes, and M. Benz is walking it.
What? M. Benz? I thought it was going to be Oakley.
He's 63%.
Oh wow.
Nathan Oakley. I think the real contest is second, because it's Nathan with 16% and Anthony with 10%.
In reality, at the moment, it's probably difficult to say anything between Anthony and Nathan. But the reason Nathan, you would expect to kind of get pushed up to the top of a poll like that at the moment, is because he's spent the last so many months spouting QE's nonsense, going on about this scientific method.
Absolutely,
crap.
Yeah.
So obviously to push that every day and then just be scientifically illiterate, it kind of puts you in the crosshairs, doesn't it?
I think the M. Benz thing is because I've done a couple of videos on him now, and I've not really done any videos on Nathan. So I think a lot of the regular viewers, because they've seen M. Benz, have voted for him.
No, that would make sense.
Yeah.
I mean, that was part of what I was talking about the other day, is that, you do have to allow for the fact that there are people who are maybe new to it as well, and their main avenue to it might be through you or whatever, whereas, people like us, we're the old dogs now and we've been kicking around and we know who all the different people are.
Absolutely. So that's one of the awards, and we've got about 7 or 8 other awards as well. And Nathan's up for a few, actually. And I thought it'd be quite funny if he's up for loads but still didn't win. But we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, we've got that coming on the 5th of December. I just need to make some fancy like nominees video things. B, sort out all the sound and all that rubbish. And C, finalise all the winners. So I've got all that to do, but it should be good. Should be a good laugh. And is that all I've got to talk about? I don't know. I think so. Yeah. I think. Have you got anything you wanna add, Katz?
No, other than just a shameless plug for the non sequitur show on on Saturday night.
Saturday night.
Yeah.
Right. Can I ask? Is it Flat Out Hero?
Yeah.
Flat Out Hero. Yeah.
Isn't that? So you know the guy the Soundly had on, and he smoked a bong.
Apparently, but I've not seen that. I've been trying to find a link to that debate to see what I'm up against.
I think Soundly had to delete the video because he did it on the live stream. You know. I'm pretty sure it's the same guy. In which case, it's it's not going to be a very sensible conversation. Put it that way.
It won't be at all. It won't be. RapidX, thank you very much. He said people vote for M-Benz because we don't accept that he openly admits to teaching his BS to his children. So that was probably a big factor.
Yeah, well, that is one of my personal problems with all this. Is
absolutely
they are so intent on spreading this nonsense to kids.
Yeah, that's the sad part about it, really, isn't it? This whole pushing it on kids and stuff like that. And when I see John Smith Global Eye going doing the tour around the country and things, and he's talking to students and stuff like that.
Yeah,
trying to persuade them. One of them said, "Have you seen Simon and Dan?" He's like, "Yeah, I know Simon and Dan." He's like, "I'm sick of the name."
I did. I honestly did want to try and catch him on one of those
that would have been
dates,
awesome.
but he completely changed his dates and went to places at different times. So
he knew you were coming. That's why.
And there was a couple of different places I could have maybe caught up with him, and every single one of them was on a work day. And it was all a different date anyway. So just say I was expecting it to be the Friday or the Saturday, and he was there on the Thursday or whatever. So it was just a mess.
Yeah, I would have gone, but I think I would have got lynched if they saw me in the crowd.
But Chris was there.
But Chris, the man, the main man, the gate man,
the legend.
He did that other one with the frame of reference with the little cardboard frames. And I thought, yes, but then I just couldn't be bothered to do that one.
Do you know what? I know what you're talking about. I kind of briefly played a section of it to get the idea. I never watched it properly though.
Yeah, I think he did like a triangle, and he put each angle at 45 degrees in an equilateral triangle. Something like that. So it's just complete nonsense.
The thing is, John Smith Global, aka Harry, he is literally just somebody. He basically just got all his material from Dell.
Yeah, I can believe that.
And then, and the whole idea of going out and doing street interviews, it was he used to be the guy that did the camera for Dell when he first started going out doing the interviews. So he just went from following Dell around, and then kind of going out to try and do it for himself, and then he just ran with it, He's just like, this works, and he's done nothing new since then. So it's like a year or something he's been running about, just saying the same crap over and over again.
And Dell's big one is the fact that nothing in the sky and things like that, or gravity, talks about shape of the Earth. He's big. He's water.
Copy that thing in the sky. That you don't look at the sky to see the shape of the ground you're walking on and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
which I think is it. That along with the thing that I was going to be talking about was the horizon thing.
Oh yeah.
The fact that they don't even understand that a horizon wouldn't curve. These are like basic concepts that
Absolutely.
they should understand before they try to move beyond them. And the idea that you don't use external reference frames to determine what's happening around about you, I mean, that's just crazy. I mean, it's basically how you navigate the world.
Don't talk to Nathan Oakley about reference frames. Whew. Jesus. Plan a walk. Thanks very much, buddy. He says flat out is the flat earther who can't be debunked. So you got your work cut out on Saturday, Cats.
But imagine if I lose, I'll have to delete my channel.
You won't lose to him. He's
no, but is he thinking the flat out or flat out hero?
Flat out hero. Yeah, sorry, he means flat out hero. Yeah.
Alright, cool. Because flat out, obviously, you know, he's just a legend.
But he can't be debunked. He's brilliant.
He cannot be debunked.
He cannot be debunked. No, absolutely not. So yeah, everyone, tune in Saturday night. Watch Conspiracy Catz versus Flat Out Hero. It will be, I imagine, quite funny because he doesn't bring a lot when he comes to a debate. Old Flat Out Hero. So yeah, tune in for that. Please, obviously, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to Conspiracy Catz. Please check out Alk as well. He does some great observations. One of which gave me kind of my in with Flat Out Debate Team, the Elsa Craig one. That's how I got in with him, really. Into
that video and the reaction to it. That tells you everything you need to know about those people.
Absolutely, yeah. The way that Ranty tried to dissect it and everything was laughable.
I mean, just the idea that you can look at anything that big and see, like, say, at least half of it disappearing, and then your argument is, why can we see that? Really? You know, mentality.
Endless entertainment, that lot. Endless entertainment. I'd also quickly like to make a point. Fingers crossed we get to 100,000 subscribers. If we do, I'm going to put a poll out on the community page of YouTube, seeing what you guys want as a kind of a video to commemorate that. So I'm going to put a poll out for that. I don't know what the options are going to be yet, but we'll see. So keep an eye out for that. Any other business, guys?
Do you have like any particular plans for that then?
I don't really.
Apart from the obviously the awards thing. I mean, have you got any other?
Yeah, well,
anything else?
I don't quite think we'll make it to 100k on the 5th of December. I think that might be a bit of a stretch. I don't know. I was thinking about doing a Q&A maybe. I won't do a meme one again. Poor Jesus. Got destroyed for that.
I never caught that one.
Don't watch it. Don't watch it. I don't know. There's loads of possibilities, I guess. So I'll have a think and see what there could be, and I'll put a poll up and see what people want to see, and we'll go from there.
I've got a suggestion.
Go on.
I think that some certain people who have musical instruments should maybe consider trying to produce some new media for you to share.
That would be awesome.
Some Flat Earth songs.
Saucy London has just said in capital letters, Nathan Oakley is watching. Should we all say hi to Nathan?
Yeah.
Hi, Nathan.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, Slappy.
The joys. Right.
Speaking of music, though, if anyone likes flat Earth parody songs, Rapid X is he's in the chat now.
Yes.
Rapid X with 3 Ps. He's doing some absolutely belting stuff at the minute. Taking songs and changing them to like satirical flat Earth lyrics. Really good. So check him out, definitely.
Brilliant. And aren't you going to do an album or something on his channel?
Well, as songs appear in my video, I'm just gonna, there's no sort of like set time limit, but Rapid X is gonna sing them on his channel because he can sing and he's better looking than me. So if I put it all on his channel, might get more views.
Oh, brilliant! I'm looking forward to that one. Absolutely, his song that he did was great. That the one about us, loved it.
Oh yeah, that was brilliant.
See, the thing is, I think Flat Earth lends itself to a lot of parody material. You know, you can do a lot of Mickey takes with this stuff.
Oh yeah, it's endless, isn't it? Absolutely endless.
I mean, certain people, especially, as I'm sure Cats will confirm, there's just so much you can do. Just with the inspiration from one person.
That's incredible.
Someone's asking for a T-shirt with all our faces on.
That sounds creepy.
Oh dear. Yeah, I don't know. I guess. Well, you. Cats, you got to get a T-shirt out. Come on, peer pressure. Get the T-shirt out.
That's yeah. I've got somebody making a logo for me at the minute.
Yeah.
So,
I'm sorry, but your T-shirt should just be a plain white shirt with some writing on it. An equation. You're done.
Oh dear, that's brilliant. He's actually he's in the category in the awards for best use of a whiteboard. So he's got some stiff competition, but he might win we're going to call them flatties. He might win a flatty.
I'm desperate to, absolutely desperate to. I'm going to up my game and use it a lot in every video until that award now.
Oh dear.
Simon, you've used it so much, and yet never once have you used it to demonstrate anything about flatness or level. You've never used the board itself.
That's where you're failing, buddy. That's where you're failing.
Yeah, I should pour some water on it, shouldn't I? And just hold it up.
Marvel Girl says we should make a pillow with our faces. Could you imagine a pillow? Oh my god! I'm making my wife a pillow with my face on. It's happening. I'm doing it. Rave TCOFX. Thank you. Have you been in touch with Martymer81? I haven't. No. I haven't. Does he need to talk to me or something?
What's happening? Sorry, I was looking at the chat.
Do you know who Martymer81 is?
Martymer?
Martymer81?
Yeah.
You heard of him?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
What about him?
Apparently, someone said have I been in touch with him? But I don't.
Oh,
I don't know what
he's a very, very good debunker.
Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, I should do. Delta Eagle, Simon Dan pillow merch confirmed. Absolutely. I'll try it out and we'll see how it goes.
Someone's just asked.
Go on.
Sorry.
Go on.
Say someone's just asked when I shave my head, do I do it with a razor or a potato peeler?
That's a good question. Good question.
It's a razor.
Damn it. You got to do some sort of a potato T-shirt.
Yeah, get that logo on somewhere. Definitely, yeah. Potato, Jimmy Somerville, a potato impersonating Jimmy Somerville.
Okay, it's getting weird now. Sean Hawkins has said
that's the insults I quite often get on the channel. You see, I look like the cross between a potato and Jimmy Somerville.
Yeah, I see that. I do see that.
Actually, there's a twist to this. You could easily cash in on this, right, with the merch. Instead of doing the normal stuff and what you might class as promotional in the normal sense, if you put your faces on the right item, for example, a dartboard, the flat earthers will go crazy for that shit.
Cool.
Punch bags and dartboards.
Punch bags and dartboards.
Well, Sean Hawkins.
Toilet seats.
Sean Hawkins says he wants a Simon Dan full body pillow. Sean, I'll message you about that one. We'll talk about it a bit more. Oh dear, it's so good idea. That dartboard idea is good though. I like that.
I'm telling you,
we'd sell loads of those.
Well, that's the kind of people they are. They would actually
do. Well, I'll tell you what. Make a dartboard with my face on it, and then make the darts have a flat Earth on the arrows. So it's like flat Earth is perfect. We got it.
Or the dartboard itself could be double-sided.
Oh yeah.
Win-win.
So many options.
That's the perfect combination, isn't it? It's a flat Earth model which they can take all their frustrations out against you guys.
Sorry, I was distracted. Seize the night. Seize the night. Says a Simandan sex swing. It's getting,
What?
It's getting a bit. Should we? Okay. Worst merch possible. Let's do it right now. What's the worst merch possible you could get? The funniest one wins.
The worst merch.
The worst merch. Yeah. Come on, someone's got to have something.
David Price says a Conspiracy Catz wig.
Conspiracy Catz wig.
What are you saying, buddy?
Oh dear.
Sorry, I was looking at the chat there to see if anybody was saying anything.
Yeah. Simon Dan, I'll take one of those full body pillows instead of my check this month. A Simon Dan real doll to make it really creepy.
See, I'm trying not to go the sex toy route here.
There's lots. Oh god, look. Butt plugs. A Borat suit. A Borat suit. Amazing. Blow up doll. Underpants with a flat earth on the bum. A Sightman Dan jockstrap. There it is. It's got to be the worst.
I'd buy some of these.
J Doe. Simon Dan bodybuilding drugs. What? I'll have you know, I won Physique of the Year at my school prom. So, there. 200 proofs toilet roll. That's a good one. Simon Dan Carpenter's level.
So,
Mankini.
Nathan Oakley toilet paper. James Cunningham.
Oh, Planner Walk's done it. Planner Walk has done it. A Nathan Oakley sex doll. There it is.
Oh.
Whew. A Simon Dan toilet seat.
Yeah, I think Richard Bell might be closer to the winner there.
Yeah,
a good Paddington.
Yeah, that's a good one. Simon Dan NASA approved mutant blow up doll. Simon Dan condoms. The boss, come on. I thought you were going. Dear oh dear. Brilliant. How about an I'm not a she-male t-shirt? Michael, brilliant. Oh dear. Did you see that? The Hans guy. He did a video of me being a tranny.
Yeah, I mean that's his thing, isn't it? Does anybody think it's you know? Let's look at it from the conspiracy mind, right? His name is Hans, which is very close to trans. And one of the ways you can tell if it's a man or a woman is by looking at their hands.
Cool. Yeah. Well,
I'm seeing a pattern here.
Yeah, absolutely. It was the one that did the carbon dating one, Catz.
Yeah, I didn't see he did a response to you.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if it had my name in it, I think, but he had he did a close up on me and just basically said my eyebrows were too feminine and no Adam's apple, the shape of my face, I had an oval face, loads of stuff.
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say you look like a woman, a pixie maybe, but no a woman.
A pixie.
Yeah.
I'm 6'3".
Right, so you're a lanky pixie?
Yes, Simon Dan the lanky pixie. That's it. We've got it. Oh dear. Right, brilliant stuff. Okay. I think that's it. Have we got anything else? Any other business, guys? Anything you want to?
Well, have you got a time limit, or are you just out of material, so to speak?
I haven't got a time limit. But
well, the only reason that I'm not trying to hold you back for tons of stuff, but just that stuff I mentioned earlier would maybe be something for a laugh. I don't know. I've no watched it.
What was
the
it?
perspective explaining sun underneath the clouds.
Oh, the Jaren one.
Yeah, I've not seen it, but I mean that's a special claim.
Hang on. Who's this? Richard Bell. Dan has male pattern baldness. Yeah, I do. I'm gonna have to start getting tips off you cats on how to deal with it.
No.
Oh, dear.
Just embrace it, mate. Embrace it.
It's coming. I know it's coming. Right, where is it? Sunlight Under Clouds. Is this it? I've watched it. Apparently, I've watched it.
Ah.
I don't remember watching that.
Honored Jake let me speak at his...
Well, I noticed sometimes if I accidentally click into a video and then try back out it still says I've watched it even though I've not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so might be that.
And I'm going to demonstrate how seeing sunlight underneath clouds does not require us to live on a globe.
Oh, wait a minute. I won't be able to hear anything.
Now this is a video that I recently took of a local street. As you can see, the further away street lights get, they appear to drop to a higher level and even below it. Please note, to the right there is a roundabout, and straight ahead there's a pole with 2 lights either side. I'm going to be using this as reference to measure how far away that last street light is. There are 8 street lights past that pole. For this experiment, I've used a tripod with a mirror attached to the top and a level on top of the mirror to prove that the mirror is level.
So hang on. I just need to understand this. He's got a mirror that's facing downwards, and he's gonna try and get the reflection of the light, the street lights on that mirror. Is that what he's trying to do?
I'm still catching up.
Okay. I'm thinking that's what his plan is. I paused it.
Sorry, yeah, I've obviously missed something. didn't even know he had a mirror.
Oh, okay.
I've caught up with the point where I butted in.
He talked about a mirror. He said he's got a mirror upside down. I'll carry it on.
All right.
I'll carry it on.
Okay.
Now this is just to show that it is a reflective surface, a mirror underneath here. Now this tripod has the mirror only 1 meter off the ground, well below the level of all of these street lights. So how is it that this mirror facing downwards can see the reflection of street lights well above the level and height of this mirror? One way you can think of it, think of the mirror as clouds. You being the observer underneath the mirror or the cloud, and the street lights are the sun as it moves away from you in the distance. As the sun gets far enough away, it will make a reflection on the underside of the cloud, in this case being the mirror.
Okay, I'm going to let you catch up. And you'll see, hopefully you've got the point now where you can see what he's trying to prove.
Right, I mean, I think I've seen enough. It's hard to make out what's going on. I can only hear him talking about the mirror, but is that Fepe Perth by any chance?
It's Mitchell from Australia.
All right.
Talk
well, anyway,
the line. Talk the line experiment.
Sorry, but I can't actually see anything very well in the video, and you know he's talking about angling the mirror, but I I don't know what angle he's got the mirror at. So
it's not conclusive, is it at all? I mean,
it's
you can see car lights in it, 100%, but they're on the road, which is level with his camera by the looks of it. What do you think?
The way light reflects is pretty straightforward stuff, you know. So if he can still see everything in the mirror, it can't be angled that much.
Absolutely. Did you see it, Katz?
I've just been catching up now. Yeah, it seems that seems pretty pointless, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I can't see that that's conclusive proof at all about how the sun lights the bottom of clouds. It's
still basically a bad argument. It's set up as a bad argument to begin with about perspective making everything lower, as though it physically makes it lower rather than just appearing.
It's their go-to word, isn't it? It's their go-to word, perspective. And every time something comes up, like, so we say about the fact that the clouds are illuminated from below on a globe, and then there'll be a barrage of videos about perspective and how it's not right. So if we come up with something else now about something similar, there'll be another barrage of videos with other crappy experiments to try and show that it's perspective. It's just an endless loop, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a magic word for them. They think if they don't know how something works, they can just say perspective, and that's supposed to explain everything.
Yeah.
But you actually try and chase them down to get them to properly explain it in any kind of detail, forget it.
Followed by angle of attack.
Yeah.
Sean Hawkins said he's seen the lights refract in the edge of the glass. There's no reflection in the mirror. Oh, Rapid X. Thanks very much. Today's become an uncle for the first time. Congratulations.
Oh, congrats, man.
Well done, buddy. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty poor, isn't it? And Jaren's mirrored that as if it's some sort of proof.
Well, you know what? Even with a flat Earth sun, I'd love to see a flat earther model that have a big flat area, and then some, just say cotton wool, for example, to represent the cloud base, and have the scale. So they'll have a light that is to scale, whatever their flat area is that they've got mapped out, and then work out from that whatever scale they're on, a light source that is the scale equivalent of being 3,000 miles above the surface, and then have that layer of cotton wool or whatever, right next to the surface, essentially, where it would be in that kind of scale, and try and make that happen with perspective.
But they're never gonna have a model, are they? Like that's accurate. That is that accurate?
Nah.
And I'm really intrigued because I spoke with Katz about this, about Subrat's and his map that he's drawing or something in his book. I'm desperate to see it, to be honest.
I never watch his stuff really. I've watched like one or two of his videos. Don't like the guy for the most part. He seems to just churn out stuff a bit like Jaren here. He just churns stuff out to get the views.
He does, but he's been a bit quiet. And Katz, you talk to him quite a bit, don't you, Katz?
I did a video on him. What was it, last month? And he left a comment, and it was a really respectful comment. And then he wanted to chat and sort out a hangout. So I gave him my email. So I've emailed him a few times. I'll be honest, he's always come across really polite and respectful in email.
Yeah.
Not so. I don't agree with his views, but I haven't really got a bad word to say about him in that way.
Yeah, I get that as well. He seems quite fairly decent on the face of it.
Well, have you seen any of the stuff lately with Greater Sapien?
Yeah,
and that's really what you're dealing with,
Yeah.
And he is the kind of person that he deletes comments and things like that.
Yeah, I had a thing with him with the speed of the votes and stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, right. Good stuff. So thanks guys anyway for joining me tonight.
Cheers.
I know we had the issues with the sound at the beginning, but I think they were okay since we've been on the YouTube window. I'll try and sort that out for next time. But anyway, thank you very much for coming. As I said, please do subscribe to both these guys. They're great. Any other channels you want to shout out, boys?
Yeah, I mean, recently I did a little shout out to Polster X.
Oh yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And
We'll put that
another
in the
one
description.
a little while back is William's Worldview.
William's Worldview. I don't think I've heard that one. Oh no, you told me about him, didn't you?
Used to be Babi Yaba, which I think was like abbreviation for baldy bearded bastard or something like that. But
okay,
yeah,
cool.
you know, he does good. He's good at. I always admire people who can actually get quite a lot of information across in a short space of time.
Cool.
You know, and I like these. I think that's something that Williams Worldview is really good at.
Yeah. Okay. We'll put all these in the link in the description. These links in the description afterwards. Katz, any channels you want to shout out?
Yeah, similar to the ones I said last time. Obviously, Young Blue Skeptic and Playing a Walk.
Yeah.
I think I said Belief is a Thief next time. I like that guy. He's actually on the fence, you know, about is the Earth a globe or not. But the way he goes about conducting his own experiments, I've got a lot of time for him.
It's because you've had a good few interactions with him as well, haven't you?
What? Sorry.
You've had a good few interactions with him, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. In fact, I did a bit of a discussion with him that he's put on that channel. Mark Doxey as well. He's doing a lot of sort of like one-on-one hangouts, just like friendly discussions with people that believe sort of different things.
Yeah.
You know, I like his stuff. He's a decent guy. Yeah. What about yourself? Anybody?
Me? Yeah, I did have one actually. It's not actually Flat Earth related, but Jane Doe, thank you very much. Just got here and wrapping things up. Just my luck. Sorry, Jane. It's a channel called DadHub, DADHUB. If you're a dad and you're into dad things, a mate of mine, Tony, runs it. He's a really funny guy. So if you want to check out that, it's called DadHub. I used to do a podcast with them a couple of years ago. So yeah, I'll put that link in the description as well. So if you're a dad and you like dad things, then yeah, that's a good channel for you as well. Right, is that it? Are we done?
It's your stream, mate. You tell me.
Good point. Thanks for reminding me. Oh dear. Yeah, I think we're pretty much done. Thanks very much for everyone who is watching. We've still got 600 watching now, which is great. Thank you to all the moderators. I saw you were timing people out, so I guess there was a few naughties in chat. Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks very much for watching. I will see you all on Tuesday, where we talking about a guy who doesn't believe in evolution. Katz, what have you got coming up?
I've got return of Nathan Thompson on Tuesday, and Phuket. I can never pronounce it right. How do you pronounce it?
Don't ask me. I'll say it wrongly. Intentionally.
I can never pronounce it right, but you know the guy I mean.
Yeah, you've got him.
And extra special Chatbox Travels with Del.
Brilliant. Right, okay. Alkay, what have we got coming?
Well, I'm a bit behind on the stuff I was planning to originally do. Next video should be just kind of explaining what the horizon is in a sphere and why you shouldn't expect to see left-to-right curvature on a distant observation.
Brilliant.
But due to all the recent stuff I was mentioning in that video that I did, that one video of mine which seems to just got a ridiculous amount of views on it.
Yeah.
It also means that I've picked up some new subscribers and I'm over the 500 mark.
Woohoo! Awesome stuff.
And so I thought it would be a bit shitty of me not to try and do something.
Yeah.
But I'm not, I'm since kind of early days, I've always had various ideas for different ways to do spoofs and songs and things like that, you know, for Flat Earth, but I tend to kind of put all that to the side and try and concentrate on the normal stuff. But doing the little skit about Nathan Oakley's kind of put all that stuff back in my head again. So what I was thinking is I might try and do some kind of subscriber thing and maybe something like this, like an hour-long hangout or something, but just put something different in there. Maybe something a bit silly, just to have a bit of fun.
Yeah, look forward to it. Good stuff. Paul Sterks has just super chatted. Thanks for that. Saying thanks for the shout out. Here is my shill money, so I appreciate that. Oh, cool. Right, well, let's wrap it up then, guys. Thanks very much for joining me. Thanks everyone for watching. See you all Tuesday. Enjoy the rest of your night/day/afternoon. See you later, guys.
Woohoo. Cheers.
See you later.
Right, I think I've stopped the stream.